Elementary poopology. There are three components to bird poop. Feces, the green tubular component, urea or uric acid, the white liquid matter mixed with the feces, urine, the clear liquid mixed with the feces and urea. These three components should be distinct. If your bird's poop is an amorphous mass, take him to the vet. If there's nothing distinct when you look at the poop, you need to take him to the vet. Now, at different times of the day, the poop may pick up one case it may be kind of blending together, but if you're looking at the entire day, 99% or 95% of the poop should look normal. Blood in the poop's droppings is cause to take the bird directly to the vet. But be aware that if you gave him beets or Bing cherries or garnet yams, food can cause a red or orange poop. Bird poop should not stink. If it does, it's evidence of a bacterial infection. In such a case, take your bird to the vet immediately. And you may have noticed that I use the word immediately quite frequently. That's because waiting a few days can mean the difference between a live bird and a dead bird. Human-bird contact. Do not let your bird eat out of your mouth. Human mouths are very septic. Some people don't know what that word means. It means nasty. Compared with a bird's, and letting your bird eat out of your mouth is dangerous to your bird. Human E. coli is poison to birds. Birds need regular showers. We recommend at least once a week. Some birds prefer spray bottle baths, while others prefer going to the shower with you. If your bird doesn't want to shower so frequently, try to accommodate him, but shower him or her at least every other week. Light. Parrots need a certain amount of UV light. It helps them create vitamin D in their systems and is essential to some digestive process. If you can, take your bird outside with you at least 15 minutes a day, or better, provide him with an outdoor aviary. The aviary, of course, should be partially shaded. Many pet stores give horrible, unsafe clip jobs and sometimes expose your bird to disease. We recommend clipping your bird yourself or taking it to a qualified vet for a clip job. If you do clip your bird, trim only his flight feathers, the primaries at the end of her wings. Do not clip the secondary feathers near to her body. These do not affect her ability to fly, only her ability to land. Once you are a seasoned bird companion, please consider allowing your bird to fly. It is the best exercise in the world. Without exercise, their lifespan will be shortened and the quality of life will be poor. Toenails. Unless you're very thick-skinned, you'll probably want to keep your bird's toenails clipped. When you do this, keep the following in mind. There are blood vessels and nerves in the bird's toenails. Clip them too short, and you'll hurt your bird, and quite possibly cause bleeding. A battery-operated Dremel tool with conic grinding head is the best for this job. It will take time to get the birds to accept it. And also, you need to practice on something so you do it properly. You don't want to take off any more than just that sharp edge. Remember, you're actually taking the nail down to keep yourself from being nailed literally on the skin. Clipping toenails too short can cause a bird to have balance and gripping problems. So, clip toenails just short enough to blunt them. If you do hit a blood vessel, use gel styptic. Parrots need at least 10 hours of sleep per night, with 12 being better. We recommend that you use a sleep cage for your bird's sleep time. This should be a small cage in a dark place, such as a closet. Make sure that your bird has water in his sleep cage. Household hazards. Cooking and cookery. Non-stick cookery, the evil Dow Chemical Company, and Teflon, also called PTFE. That means non-stick pans. Doesn't matter what the brand is, doesn't matter what they call them, that's Teflon. Self-cleaning ovens, when you turn on the self-cleaning feature, your birds die. Self-cleaning ovens, when heated, emit a chemical which is carcinogenic in humans and which acts as a nerve toxin against birds. Get rid of all non-stick items in your homes. If you plan to adopt or foster for us, you cannot have Teflon in your home. Cooking with your bird on your arm or shoulder is not a good idea. Grisly accidents can and do happen involving boiling water, grease-filled skillets, etc. Don't let this happen to your bird. Smoking. Secondhand smoke is bad for humans. It's even worse for birds, who have a more sensitive respiratory system. If you smoke, you shouldn't get a bird. Dogs. Contrary to what you might expect, dogs are generally more of a hazard to birds than cats. If your dog acts aggressively toward a bird, you should wait until your dog dies to bring a bird into your home. Reptiles. Constrictor-like snakes kill birds, and birds are terrified of them. All reptiles, such as turtles and iguanas, can carry salmonella bacteria, which can be deadly to birds. If you have any type of reptile, you should not have a bird. Cats. Cats are generally afraid of large birds. But cat scratches can carry deadly infections. If your cat scratches your bird, get your bird to a vet immediately. Ferrets. Ferrets are semi-wild, predatory animals and known bird killers. If you have a ferret, you should not get a bird. Kids and teenagers. Sometimes parrots do not mix well with children and teenagers. A special hazard here, even if your kids are okay with birds, are your children's friends. Do not let your kids' friends have unsupervised contact with your bird. In fact, it's better they don't have contact at all. Other physical hazards. Exposed electrical cords. Parrots are very curious, have large, powerful beaks, and love to chew on things. Eliminate exposed electrical cords in areas where your bird can roam. New carpet. And other things emitting strong chemical odors. Birds are more sensitive than people, and chemical odors that we find merely unpleasant can sometimes kill a bird. If you get a new carpet, air it out for at least a week before bringing it into the house. Scented products. Birds' respiratory systems are more sensitive than ours, so avoid incense, scented candles, sage purifying smudges, air fresheners, especially the plug-in kind. The odor from these consists of chemical stew. And when I say avoid, I mean just don't use them. Other hazards. Ceiling fans and windows. Ceiling fans are dangerous to flighted birds for obvious reasons. Windows can also be dangerous because birds can fly headlong into them. Open toilets. Smaller flighted birds may drown. And even if they don't drown, they can easily pick up diseases from the inside of a toilet. Keep your toilet's lid fully closed at all times. Bird behavior. Parrots have the intelligence of a 3 to 5-year-old kid and the emotional maturity of a 2-year-old. They get bored easily, and they hold grudges. The key to whether you have a happy, affectionate bird or a screaming, biting bird is you. Learn reward training. You will be glad you did. The basis of the human-parrot relationship is trust. It needs to be won. It is hard to keep. And if you lose it, one ill-conceived action can do it. It's hard to regain. The one ironclad rule in dealing with parrots is never, ever hit, threaten, or scream at a bird. Any of these things will destroy your bird's trust in you and will encourage bad behavior. Screaming. Birds scream for many reasons, and screaming is normal at certain times. When they get up, when you arrive home. If you've adopted a bird and he screams incessantly or at inappropriate times, you will need to teach him an alternate behavior such as ringing a bell. Please talk to us about applied behavior analysis, also called ABA. A minute or two after a screaming bird has quieted down, praise him for being a good, quiet bird. Turn your back and walk away if he starts screaming again while you're praising him. Never scream back at a screaming bird. Birds are drama queens, and screaming at them encourages their behavior. Negative attention is better than no attention. If your bird screams at predictable times, use preemptive behavior to avoid the screaming if it bothers you. Preemptive behavior is basically changing the situation. You know when they scream, so you don't present that situation, and then they don't scream.